show that incorporates baby boomers and millennials' ideas and perspectives.
With the hottest news, reviews, and interviews, and guidance on the transition of brick and mortar to click and order. And now I'm proud to introduce former veteran, military police, and a member of Knights of Columbus, my dad, James Zuli.
And my son, chairman and CEO of eZWay Network, known as the Digital Dick Clark, Eric Zuli. Good morning, Radio Boomers Live listeners around the world. Good morning to our eZWay family. And you know who you are, and you're all over the world. And to the superstar host of the show, I don't know how he does all this technology stuff and keeps up with it, Eric eZWay Zuli. Eric, are you ready to rock and roll another Monday with Radio Boomers Live here?
Yeah. Hey, everybody. What's going on? Welcome to Radio Boomers Live. I'm ready to rock and roll with the eZWay family.
Absolutely.
And do another amazing show and say thank you to all of our sponsors and all of our supporters, all of our distributors, our syndication. We got a lot of great information for you guys on how we're getting this out there that much more. And this is brought to you by Better Vision for Children, bvccharity.org.
Yes, indeed. bvccharity.org. We bring awareness, thanks to Eric, a lot of awareness to having the kids' eyes tested, because if you have them tested, then if there's an issue that comes up, it could be corrected. But if you let it go, there could be problems. So we just want to get the testing done. BBC is upgrading their testing units to the most high tech, and we want to get the cameras spread around and have more people in more states eventually get tested. And our part two vision is incorporating the foster community for mentoring and, of course, eye testing, but instructing them on various aspects of life, etiquette, having them meet different people in different livelihoods, and, get the experience. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, this cause, Better Vision for Children, is just doing so much for so many youths and teens and kids. So if you guys can find it in your heart to support bvccharity.org, we are definitely we're very appreciative if you guys can donate. And typically, if you donate $100 or more to the nonprofit, we set up an interview with you that goes on our massive network, which is eZWaynews.com, attached to many other platforms. So we're really excited to kind of break it down to you guys and just kind of show you a little bit of what we're doing. So everything that's happening within eZWay News. So if we interview you, we can put you on eZWay News. So you're going to get a lot of views. So everything that's happened with eZWay News is our eZWay Network. Typically, it's going to be on eZWay News now. And we have a magazine section, TV section. So your interviews would go in this section. We have our new studio headquarters in Los Angeles, Orange County news. So you're going to start seeing what's going on in Orange County with eZWay, all the eZWay events and the new happenings. We have our Meet Our Members. If you become a member, a regular promotion for those members. Obviously, our connect to a connection unit with everything happening inside of the network and the multiple different communities, eZWay Awards, and then all the latest news and everything that's truly happening. Our members interviews. This is a new section that we just added, and we have a women's journal now. So if you're a woman in eZWay Network, we're going to be putting that special women news out there. We got a podcast section, and particularly, and then when you become a member of eZWay Network, you'll be featured right here on the right. So your article is always featured, and we guarantee you 1,000 or more views. It could be in the tens of thousands. And recently, we've just updated CNET. And so CNET is CEOs with community networks. And so if you're a CEO with a community network of 1,000 or more, we want to interview you for eZWay News. We want to put you up on here. And then, so eZWay News and reviews and more is powerful. And then if you go here, you can actually go right into our television network, which now is basically just rocking it. So everything we got going on for TV, we have 24/7 television now on cable and satellite television that you guys can enjoy. and basically, you know, it's a scheduled program. We'll have a schedule on here pretty soon, and it's just so much more happening. So the best thing to do, guys, is make sure that you subscribe to eZWay News, eZWayTV, and stay in touch.
Well, Eric, I'll tell you, I look at, you know, after a day, I'll be looking at all the different programs that you have with the newspaper, with the magazine, and all the stations, all the numerous stations. And I'm thinking, how did you build it? You must have a whole bunch of little eZWay drones.
I haven't showed you anything yet. In fact, speaking of stations and distribution, Dad, Mark Beelan is one of our partners, one of our distribution partners with On the Mark Television, and he's tuned in right now. Appreciate Mark. You know, and then Mark brought us into the iDream CTV, which is cable and syndicated satellite television. So that's really grown. Then we have Radiate Television, which is on Roku TV, Roku channel. Tubi and Pluto and all the real big platforms there as well. And then we got Matt J. Doyle in the house. What's up, Matt? With Tap Interviews, one of our signature channels. And we, of course, we got the Songbird Lady, Wendy Weber, and so many more tuning in. We appreciate you guys so much.
Hello, Wendy.
So, Dad, what I want you to do is give everybody a story of one of the events back in the What You Need TV days. Tell them about What You Need TV. Let's take them back in time. So for all the viewers, to learn a little bit about where our humble beginnings started as one of the first original YouTube partners, top 100 partners in YouTube, and tell them a little bit about that, and tell them one story that you could stick out in your head. One of the events was something that's happened. And Stephanie Finley's in the house, our head of photography for eZWay. Thank you so much for tuning in, Stephanie. Well, I'm gonna go behind the scenes and do something, but tell them that story and take them back in the What You Need TV days.
Okay, this is a curveball. I wasn't prepared for this, but boy, is it in a way, it's an easy question to answer. In a way, it's difficult because one particular story, there's been just hundreds of carpets we've done. And I'll hand the mic and say, can you do a shout out and say, you're watching WTV, and they'll sometimes do a little song. It's what you need. It's what you need. What You Need TV. Eric started out down there with several hundred people coming to the What You Need TV platform, and it went up to over 14 million. And talking about interesting people, I mean, just about every celebrity you could imagine. But there was some of the fun ones. For instance, if you remember the Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife, some of you may not remember that, but we worked with that gentleman, and it was big in the news. And the most interesting man in the world, if you remember that commercial. These are just the commercials that were fun. And we've done so many red carpets. People were coming from all over to be with the red carpets. And the carpets that we had, the lines of people that we had to eventually kind of limit because so many people wanted to walk the WTV carpet. But it's literally a who's who of behind the scenes. We're with, I remember we were with Richard Dreyfuss, and he was talking about Hollywood, and there were some stories. I'll let you go check it out. If you look up, I think Eric and Richard, you can see some of that. I had a nice little chat with them, and I mean the Black Eyed Peas. He had one with John Travolta, and there's just too many. There's so many. But WTV and the What You Need group, we're talking about going through all the hip hop crowd. Back then, Eric was he could do the freestyling really well, and he was on the carpet one time with someone that had a name in the rapping business. And you got to remember, the people that he introduced me to were a lot of times big stars. And I didn't know who they were because I'm 40 years older than a lot of these people. So they'd say, do you know who you were sitting with at the table? One of them was Akon, was a music guy. And Eric showed me his little medallion. So just for fun, I took his little medallion with the two fists, and I made some custom backgrounds. I made one out of silver, one out of brass, one out of metal, and it made it a little bit heavier and firmer. Yeah.
What's up, you guys? Watching new TV easy with
There's Akon there.
dangerous.
And
Dangerous here at music.
yeah. And there's just a lot of interviews we did. We had a person from Earth, Wind, and Fire. In fact, we were actually at his house. So many behind the scenes scenarios where it wasn't just on the carpet, it was behind us. You know, when I look through some of these videos, they're just so interesting. There's hundreds and hundreds of them. I could bring in bags and put a film on the studio floor and show you all the large bags that are full of the little tapes when we had the tapes. And now they're on the memory cards. But
okay, well, yeah, I thought we'd do something fun, guys. So we're gonna start taking you back in the day. We've actually, just if you really think about it and you really look at what we've done over the 20-year span of eZWay and what we've done. We have a lot of videos.
So many, yeah.
If you guys go to YouTube, so we typically, you'll see all the different channels, but What You Need TV and eZWayTV, that's the letter U and EZ, letter E, letter Z. These are all of the different channels and all the different things that we've done, and there's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of
you could
videos.
not only sit there for hours, Eric, you could sit there for weeks and weeks.
A-list celebrities, music videos, fashion shows, fights. You talked about the Black Eyed Peas. There's one of the Black Eyed Peas. I showed some of the stuff on the screen. Just everything, paparazzi type stuff. Like, this is a really cool channel, and we're gonna start bringing it back. There's Jenny McCarthy and Rob Schneider and Evander Holyfield and just stuff that we've done, Disney stars. I mean, this is a really, really fun channel. And so we're going to start bringing this back. And then you can also go to eZWayTV if you want to subscribe to that channel, which is all the recent stuff and what we're getting ready to do with national television, all of our partners. And, we got a lot of shorts coming up. Dad, we just did that amazing, massive event on Zoom. And, we had close to 70 something people. All the eZWay family were there, which was the update of what's going on. So we're live right now on the YouTube channel.
So that was a pretty influential little group, Eric.
Yeah, we just did this massive Zoom and all the updates, everything. So guys, make sure you go to eZWayTV and look for the most recent video that we did. And this is like all of the eZWay family, all the things we got going on. It was a great update. Banking partners, honorary doctor's degrees, things that we're doing. The owner of River Rock Films and things we got going on with there. Paul Bunch was on there, and Bill Duke from Predator and Marvel's Black Lightning, and on and on and on and on.
Kevin Sorbo.
I got you, Mark. There it is. There's you, and then you got the most interesting man in the world, Marine, our new syndication TV partner, our owner with the studio. We have a new studio now in Los Angeles. Just so many things happening. It's just crazy. But we got to get to our amazing guests who just showed up.
Boy, Eric, you touched on something that we could be sitting here for weeks talking about, all the cool stuff. And,
yeah, I know.
Like Kevin Sorbo receiving his award when you guys had me in the magazine at Warner Brothers Studios. That was fun. And Eric, not only the people we interviewed on carpets, a lot of these big celebrities and groups, they just hung out at some of our events. They would just come to the events and hang out with us.
100%. Yeah.
Like Pamela Hasselhoff, I'll mention her. God bless her soul. And she literally was with us on every event, supporting. And Kate Lind.
I mean, there's so much that we can go off and go over, but we actually have our guests coming up, guys. I know you've been waiting to hear from Lejon from Pirates of the Caribbean, coming up here soon on the show. Make sure that you guys get your comments ready and you press the like button and the share button, which is on the eZWay Interactive app. By the way, guys, you want to make sure you download the eZWay Interactive app on Apple Store or Google Play if you want to connect with any of our guests or anything that you see on the show today. Don't forget to comment, like, and share. We're going to go to commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have our awesome guest, Lejon from Pirates of the Caribbean, and we're going to hear everything else he's got going on.
Cool.
And this is brought to you by Better Vision for Children here at Radio Boomers Live. Make sure you go to www.rbllive.com. That's www.rbllive.com, and subscribe to that channel if you're enjoying the show. All right, so I'm Eric Zilli, and we will be right back.
We'll be back.
eZWay Interactive. Start connecting the eZWay. Are you ready to connect like never before? Introducing the eZWay Interactive app, your ultimate social solutions network. Whether you're looking to network, collaborate, or simply share ideas, eZWay makes it easy to engage with like-minded individuals and organizations. Discover innovative solutions, join exciting discussions, and expand your horizon, all in one powerful platform. Don't miss out on the future of social networking. Download eZWay Interactive now and unlock endless possibilities.
All right, we're back. Download eZWay Interactive, and you can connect with Lejon and so many more of our amazing guests.
Eric, I believe you have created the most I mean, I'm not just saying this because you're my son, but I think you've created probably the most interactive, situation online. I mean, there is, because people from around the world come to some of our groups we have on there with the pitch partner, and it's so quick. It's like instantaneous.
We're definitely taking interaction to another level down. I appreciate that. So coming on the show, guys, is producer, actor, director, with several years of experience on award-winning feature and documentary film, TV, television, radio, music. He's skilled in music, creative development, producing, singing, documentary, theater, commercial, TV work, and he's an inventor and creator of the number of unique original productions. The Screen Actors Guild is an educational initiative designed to provide students with the tools and inspiration, and he's a member of the Screen Actors Guild. He's SAG, and he is part of the. He was one of the actors in the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. He's got so many awesome things. And I'll just have to say too, I'll add to, he's been a good friend of mine for a long time. He's got a great heart. That's one of the biggest reasons we want to bring him on the show today, so you guys can meet him. Without further ado, let's bring him to the show. RBL Live, welcome, Lejon Stewart.
Look at that.
Hello.
Does that make you float or what, Lejon? That's a pretty good.
Hello, Eric. Hello,
Hey, Lejon.
Daddy.
How you doing,
Eric?
my friend? So
Hey,
Lejon, this is a very interactive show, just so you know, and
Absolutely.
so people are going to be commenting along during the show. If you guys have any questions or you have any comments or anything for Lejon while we're having him on stage, you're welcome to do that. So we got Marion Gunosky, good morning, and we got Mark, who actually has a large syndicated network. He could put you out there as well. We got Stephanie. We got a lot of different people that are on the show right now. So Lejon, welcome to Radio Boomers Live.
Wow, Lejon, welcome. And I believe you own the T-shirt that says "Just Do It," because you're the type of guy who has these inspirations and ideas, and you follow through with the life you have. Your bio is too long to list, but you're the kind of guy who gets things done. What gave you this motivation to have the dreams you have and to follow through with them?
That's a very broad question, and I mean, I'd almost like to say that I think it starts. One of the things that starts, of course, is with my ancestry. For example, my maternal grandfather is in the Hall of Fame at Tuskegee Institute.
Wow, cool.
Exactly. So he was in college. In back in the day, of course, black people couldn't attend the white colleges, so we had to start our own. So Tuskegee Institute was founded by George Washington Carver, the Peanut Man, the inventor, and so that's where my grandfather, my maternal grandfather, attended. Also, my grandmother attended there too. He was called Big Burly Brown. He played football. My grandmother ran track at Tuskegee, and so then when my mom was to attend Tuskegee, she graduated from high school in 1953, and she said she wanted to go to Tuskegee to get a husband like where her parents met. So she
Ah,
went there and found my dad, who was also playing football at Tuskegee. This is all in 1953. So when my age, okay, I'll tell you, I was born in 1958. So
okay.
I'll be 67 in October, and so I say that a person my age to say that my grandparents were in college. It is no
Yeah.
surprise that my children have their master's degree. It all
Wow.
stems from your ancestry and where you come from and where you are and where what brings you to where you are now.
So the
So
college, so yeah, I mean, it's literally historic, the college. Now, is that also related to the Tuskegee Airmen?
well, yes. The Tuskegee Airmen came from Tuskegee.
That's
Absolutely.
like,
My
are you
dad
kidding me?
was
That's
a,
like,
yeah.
that's super history.
Oh
Those
yeah.
guys,
And my
those
dad was
guys,
in.
they allowed our bombers to successfully complete their missions in World War II. They were some of the top fighter pilots, and they like flew with the bombers, and otherwise they would have got shot down. Those guys are amazing pilots. They got reputations.
And in fact, they were the only battalion that came back 100%. They were the only
Absolutely.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had
Yeah. They were
no casualties, no deaths. So, gotta give them props.
a bunch of aces in one group. That's rare, So
LeJean,
Yeah,
see, I
exactly.
know the question was a little broad, but I'm glad we got into it. That was fun.
So LeJean, here at
Thank you.
Radio Boomers Live, we try to help our guests get as many social media followers as possible. Tell us your Instagram and your eZWayI profile so people can follow up with you afterwards. And those of you guys that are watching, if you're enjoying the show, you can subscribe to www.rblive.com. So LeJean, what's your Instagram and your eZWayI profile?
I actually have two Instagrams. One is Lejon. So that's LE capital JON and then LE lowercase JON. The other one is Lejon Pirate, LEJON PIRATE. And when you asked about the easy, I just, we've been hanging out for a while, Eric, for many years. However, I just basically joined the eZWay family technically. So I've been a part of your family, like I said, for years because we've been so
Years.
close and we've been good friends. So you might have to tell me what my eZWay profile is to share with
Well,
the audience.
I like Lejon Pirate. We can go with that. We'll make sure we make
Okay.
you might as well go in conjunction with your Instagram that you already have. So if you guys want to follow me on eZWay, we'll make Lejon Pirate. So people can get at you. But Lejon, let's go ahead and give you the stage, man. Like imagine if you're speaking and you're just telling your inspirational story, but at the same time giving nuggets and golden wisdom to people of things that you've learned along the way as an actor, as far as the industry goes, because a lot of people really want to learn. This is an educational network and they really want to learn and adopt and absorb from our experts like yourself. But before that, because I just want to let you know that you have the opportunity to do that. But you were in Pirates of the Caribbean. So first and foremost, who was your character?
Lejon, the Black Pearl Pirate.
Lejon, the Black Pearl Pirate. That's
Cool.
That's pretty awesome. And is there anywhere we can go on the internet to show your character on the movie?
Well, when you say, can you go on? If you look up Lejon, now my full name is Lejon Stewart, like Martha Stewart, Stewart. And so you can Google Lejon, only one name. That's what I'm on IMDb. However, I'm also listed as Lejon Stewart on Google, and all the information is there.
Cool.
What can I say? And of course, now I gotta say this. This is a big win for me that just happened. In the last 4 years, I have not had a profile picture on IMDb. The last 4 years. Exactly. And there was a difficulty. I don't know. I won't go into the details why that happened. It wasn't that I'm not a member of IMDb Pro, paying every month, every year for that service. I've been doing that, and yet I was still not able to load a profile picture until just last week. Just last week, in 4 years, I have a profile picture.
You're not a tech guy.
Congratulations on that. Let's go ahead and take a look at that profile picture that you're talking about. Same profile picture that we used, coming up, and so you guys can get an idea of his acting chops right there. And so yeah, check out his IMDb.
Trailer right now. And that is a trailer right now showing from the job. It's a short film directed by Craig Railsback, and that's, I don't know, this short, I mean, it's very intense. It's so intense. My character had to be, he's maniacal, he's sad, he's very, how can I say, engaging, afraid, angry.
There's your character. You got a scene right there with Johnny Depp. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And may I add to that scene, Jerry Bruckheimer and Gore Verbinski auditioned 800 actors, and they said only one would be in that rowboat with Johnny Depp. Ta-da!
Wow, cool.
Congratulations. That's awesome. So and shout out to Dawn Helsing too. She's a friend of mine. I saw that she was in that other project. So all right, that's awesome. So guys, if you have any questions or comments about this show, hey, Melina Gay is in the house. What's up, Melina Gay? Other actors. I love how other actors come on and they support each other. And I'm trying to register for the eZWay app. I need to invite. So the invite code is eZWay. Thank you, Marin. I forgot to tell you guys that the invite code is eZWay to get on the app. So what was your favorite moment and experience of being on the set and playing your character as the Black Pearl Pirate?
Something.
I want to first start out with saying that, okay, as I was, like I said, they auditioned 800 actors, right? However, it was still for an extra role. Okay, 800 of us, and one of them would be me was an extra on the film Pirates of the Caribbean. So I worked on the film for an entire year, and after 6 months, they gave me my contract and an upgrade to a principal. So I still had to prove myself and not just stay an extra, but be able to receive residual checks for the rest of my life, which after 6 months on being on the film, now we traveled, oh my God, we were able to travel to Dominica, small little island south of Guadeloupe, north of Martinique. And on that island, they had a rainforest in the center. And so that's why all of our jungle scenes running through the brush were filmed all there in Dominica. Very small island, great people. They got the independence from England in 1979. And so they were very new and very innocent, but just great, beautiful people. And it was so interesting because once I got on the island, for the one time in my life, I saw old men, little boys, youngsters that looked like me. Exactly. So it seems like that, okay, Gore Verbinski and Jerry Bruckheimer, they went to the island and they knew what the indigenous people looked like. I didn't know. So when I go in there and I'm auditioning, I gotta back up on this one. Now, part of my, part of me being able to even audition for that film, I worked for Sandy Alisi Casting. So my job was to get actors to audition for the film for Pirates of the Caribbean. So it was a Friday night and I finished my job. I told Sandy Alisi, okay, I've got you 799 guys to audition for Pirates. And that's when she turned to me and said, well, Lejon, guess what? You're going to audition too. I was number 800. Had no idea that I was actually, when you think about it, I was getting all the guys that I was going to be in competition with, which is really kind of funny. But yeah, and the auditions were 10 of us going into a room. It was an improv audition. So she put me in the very first group and I went there and auditioned and it was improv. And one thing about improv, I'm going to tell you this. We're in this room, there's 10 of us there, and the director told us that look at the camera. The camera is Captain Jack Sparrow. So when we speak to you, you're speaking to Captain Jack Sparrow. The situation was that he couldn't find any rum. And so we had to find the rum. So the captain walks into the room. He's like, okay, you pirates, I can't find my rum. I need some rum. And so we were all scrambling around the room looking for the rum. And I interestingly said to myself, okay, as everyone's scrambling, moving, bumping into each other, I said to myself, if someone doesn't speak in 5 seconds, I'm going to speak first. Why I did a countdown to this day, I don't know. But I did. So I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No one said anything. So then I said, Captain, I found the rum. Well, because I remember from improv, once I started at first, everyone had to react around me. And so I'm telling you that because in improv, if you come out with the first line, then everyone's coming, you already have a beginning and you're in charge. And everything kind of led around me.
You know what? Wait, you're on point because what you're saying is you were innovative, creative. You just took the bull by the horns and you did your thing without being scripted. Eric did a similar thing in a commercial. There's hundreds of people trying out for this commercial. They had to read the script. And it's taking a chance when you step out like that. They may say, hey, you're out of line, you're out, right? So Eric did this thing where you gotta wrap a thing or some kind of sentence or something. And he didn't read the script. He just said, look, he put the thing on the table. He says, look, I'm a freestyler. You want a freestyler? And then he started talking about the judges that were at the table that hired the people. And he got the part out of like 400 people. He sent them to South America.
Yeah, it was an Axe body spray commercial, and they asked for you to play as a rap star. They wanted me to actually rap the song Biggie Pun, one of Biggie Pun's songs, and basically act like a music star. And what I did was I walked over to the casting directors and I took their script and I threw it up in the air. And I said, I don't do scripts. And then I said, sit back and fasten your seatbelts. And then I turned around and I went out the door. Like I went out the door and I made an entrance. Like I was the star. And I rapped about everything that they were wearing. I was freestyling about what they were wearing. And it was like, oh my God, I can't believe that he was just making it happen like that and just rapping off the top of the dome. It's like, right, my guys get the smiling right here in the zone. And everybody's here on the Facebook, internet, outside. We're here ready for a ride. It's like a roller coaster. You didn't know I was a freestyle flower at the top of my head, the top of my heart, just right from the start. I've got my girl, Melina Gay. She's always here to play and she's always here to get paid. And that's what you got to do. Listen to what Eric has to say if you want to get paid. Anyway, so you should run the first maybe 10 seconds, just the first 5 or 10 seconds of that commercial. That's all you need to give them an idea. It's really a cool commercial. Yeah, I guess I could do that. But I mean, this is really do you mind, Lejon? Because this is your time. We really want to know more about. We'll give Lejon all the time he wants. Yeah. Okay. We can extend the time though, but it is your show. While you're searching for that, Eric, Retha, God bless her soul, Retha Gray from Off the Rockers with Betty White and my co-host for years, she said, Lejon, that it's different today than it used to be years ago because there's people coming from all over. Oh, there it is.
Here it is. Oh, wow.
It's a thug's life.
There you are. Poor Eric gets put in the rocks in the water there.
Yeah. The point of it was
that took like a week to film down there in South America, and I thought he was just going to take a flight. Everybody would meet him, and it didn't go like that. He took like 4 flights getting down there. He's in the airport. Nobody spoke English. All the signs were, different language, and he made it. I give him a lot of credit. Made it down there.
The point of the commercial was like even though I was the superstar and I had all the ladies and I was the star, I didn't have the Axe body spray. So the fact that the guy that had the Axe body spray, he got the ladies, he got everything because of the Axe body spray. That was the point. But it was fun. It was actually the first time I ever went out of the country. And like what wasn't fun though is everybody there spoke Spanish and I'm poquito español, so I had no idea really how to talk to anybody. But
me también. Me también.
Mucho trabajo, poquito dinero.
by the way, Lejon, Stephanie says I have a real clip from you in the Veal Empire weekend back in March, and so she has some content for you, man. You want to follow up with Stephanie, our head of photography, and Wendy Weber. So that's right, Lejon. I have an improv class coming up. You know, they're fun. AI translation from Khalil. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I mean, man, you know, you've done a lot with Pirates of the Caribbean. You've been on set. You know, you were able to do scenes with one of the biggest actors imaginable, Johnny Depp. Congratulations on that. Not too many people get that far. So what's up next for you? What's happening? You know, now what's the most current project? What are you wanting to promote?
Wow, I'm so excited about several projects. One of them is called Lucy the Lion, and this is a short film. And this film was directed by Calvin Apple, who was nominated for a short film for the Academy Awards 11 years ago. Okay, so Calvin Apple is the director of Lucy the Lion. The writer, executive producer, and star of Lucy the Lion is Natalin, that's Natalin Avci, Avci. Beautiful and brilliant woman. So she's the lead actress. Again, she wrote this short and she executive produced it. And this story is, it's the regular, she's a divorced mom with a child trying to get a job, going to an interview. Her ex-husband is supposed to watch her daughter, their 6-year-old, so that she can go on this job interview, and he cancels on her. So she's like, do I not show up to the interview? No, I gotta go. I can't miss this opportunity. So she brings her 6-year-old to the job interview, which, you know, come on, like, you bring a child to a job interview? Is that gonna go well? Are you gonna look professional? So that's the crux of this short film. I play a Vietnam vet who is in a wheelchair and is absolutely disgusting and vile.
Is there any trailers or anywhere we can go to see what you're talking about? Is that on YouTube or anything?
There is a trailer. I didn't post it on my IMDb because, like I said, I just got my IMDb page back up just last week. But if you go to IMDb and you look up, again, it's called Lucy the Lion, and this is our symbol. Lucy the Lion. Okay,
cool.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that film. I mean, we actually, believe it or not, we have the chance. Okay, when you do a short film, because Calvin has done this before, and it came out 2 years ago. I'm sorry? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, of course.
Okay. There you go.
And so when you have a short film and you want to get to the Academy, it has to be promoted for 2 years. So when they announced the short film was for in December of this year, we have a possibility to be nominated. You have to promote the film, put it in film festivals. We won so many awards in film festivals because, again, it's about your everyday man just trying to do their best, just trying to make a living. This character is not glamorous. She's not rich. She's beautiful, but she's not, you know, all of that. And how does the average guy make it in this world that's got kids and has responsibilities, but just trying to make it? And so that story it'll speak to millions in this country. I'm also very excited. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're also very excited. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Then I'm excited. You mentioned Donna Lee Heising, and she and I just did a short film called The Job. And this film, state of the art, they've got a lot of special effects that really make it very, very special. Donna Lee Heising and I are the only characters in this film called The Job. And I'm a guy who's just trying to get a job. So I go to a job interview. And when I get in there to be interviewed, I'm being interviewed by a robot, obviously played by Donna Lee Heising. So it's really intense. There's some serious stuff that comes out in that one interview, and you just have to see it. But we believe that we've already submitted to the Newport Beach Film Festival. We haven't got an acceptance yet, but Donna Lee just entered us to that one. There's also
we were able to find the trailer. Let's go ahead and check out this film with Donna. And Donna's a friend of mine, so we want to promote her as well.
Yeah.
So this is possibly going to be at the Newport Film Festival, guys. And I don't know if I told you, Lejon, but we're getting ready to do a film festival ourselves too. So we'll talk.
What are you?
There is no design, only footsteps.
I didn't mean for it to happen.
Wow.
There it is. So
That's
Written
drama.
by Craig Railsback, just a brilliant director and a great guy.
yeah,
Wow.
and so we on eZWay News, we're getting ready to do eZWay News. So we work with a podcast with a partner, a member of ours called Movie Reviews and More. We're getting ready to add a movie reviews and more section for movie reviews and more. So we're going to be doing a lot of movie reviews and helping a lot of, I mean, we're going to do a lot, Lejon, moving forward with eZWay News to help boost these projects, because we're dealing with some of the biggest people in the industry. We can touch pretty much anything at this point in the personal development, the charity, the business, and the entertainment industry. And, you know, we can maybe even take that film and whatever other projects and get it on there, and people will be able to rate that film. And they'll be able to, and the more ratings it gets, the more IMDb and the more Google rankings it will get. Therefore, it'll grow. So we'll talk more about that project coming up here real soon. But yeah, that's good to see that you're working, man.
So do you have anything
Oh.
that's on your kind of bucket list? Maybe you want to get into a little
Dad, you're
more
like
drama,
low for some
comedy,
reason.
whatever.
You're really quiet. It sounds like you're
Oh.
like far away from the phone.
Okay.
No,
So
that's
is there anything that you might still be interested in as far as on the bucket list, is, you know, regarding comedy or drama or certain type of scenes you want to work?
Well, for myself, I'll put it this way. I usually have been cast as a character actor in most of the projects I've been in. Okay. I never was the lead for many years. And then finally, a director, John Alexisich, discovered me by working with him on a film called Shadow of the Monarch. I played a gangster, a bad guy. Because I'm going to tell you, I would start with this. Usually my roles have been gangster, drug addict, drug dealer, pimp, convict, homeless. Exactly. That's usually the guys
So do
that
you plan
I
on
play.
changing your life?
And even playing a pirate, you know, in Pirates of the Caribbean, big blockbuster film, that's great. But the type of character, you know, is a pirate a good guy or a bad guy? Does he have great character? You know, so you can see
Yeah.
the character that they have given me to portray, which is such, to me, it's a great compliment because I am one of the greatest, nicest guys in the world. I believe in God. I am a Christian. And I am the guy that will give you the shirt off of his back. I work with homeless people going down to Skid Row, passing out food, water, and things like that. So that's me from the heart. But when it comes to what the industry has seen me as, they have portrayed me, well, besides John Alexis, he's the only one that made me the lead actor in a film. And this film is called Different Eye. And it stars his daughter who is Down syndrome. And his daughter who is Down syndrome, her name is Maria, and she rock climbs. So he wanted to highlight the fact that this Down syndrome girl, you know, most people think of Down syndrome people as all poor thing, or they can't do anything, or they don't have a brain. And Maria defies that on every level. So I had to go through. Then he wanted to cast me as, get this, as her teacher, because I did, before I became an actor, I taught special education in the Colton School District. So he knew that my background was teaching and teaching special, you know, kids. So he made me her teacher in the film. And he also put in the film, which is so amazing, that I'm a teacher who's also an actor that works on movies like Pirates of the Caribbean. So it was great to interact with the real me. Name my character Lejon Washington. Not Lejon Stewart, but I'm Lejon Washington.
Okay.
In that
Wow,
film.
that's pretty cool. You mentioned special ed. You actually work with special ed, huh?
Oh yes. I mean, I designed the at-risk program for Ruth Harris Middle School, who was still a part of the Colton School District. And at risk means that they're in 7th and 8th grade, and they're at risk to not wanting to go to high school. Okay, it's a contained class, so I have to teach them their 4 core: English, math, science, and of course history. And then they leave you for their elective and for PE. So you got these kids, 7th and 8th grade kids that are basically troubled, and they're in my class, and I had to more or less. What I discovered with them and with any child is, if they feel that you care about them, in fact, not even care about them. Every student I've ever had, they knew that I loved them, and I taught from 3rd grade, 5th grade, 7th and 8th grade at the at-risk kids, and then I went to the high school, Colton High School, 9th through 12th grade, and taught regular English and also special ed English. And so being involved with the kids, as long as those students believe that you love them,
Exactly.
you can do
Isn't that a
anything.
good feeling?
That's all you- I'm
It's
sorry?
such a good feeling when you're working with the kids like that. I was a special ed minor at Cal State Fullerton. It was my minor there. And through that,
Oh,
I wound up
great.
getting into the, oh, yeah. I did several thesis papers, but I wound up working with the foster community because of that. And it was so rewarding taking the kids out on field trips, you know. It was it's just a good,
Of
and
course.
and Eric and I also did the Special Olympics there in Mission Viejo. We had a nice red carpet. Brought the co-founder of the E channel. He came down, and we had a real nice carpet for all the kids that were in Special Olympics. It's such a good feeling.
See, I applaud you. I applaud you so much, because again, though, it is those foster children. Those are the kids that are on the sidelines, that believe sometimes they are forgotten. No one cares. So a man like you and Eric to be involved with their lives, allowing them to know that they do mean something, they are important, and they are worth it. I applaud you again, as I always continue to applaud you guys. But that's great to
Well,
hear. I never knew that.
yeah, the Bible says, "Be the parent to those who have none." It doesn't mean you have to go all out to be a foster parent, but you can get involved and share the care. And they really need that. It makes a big difference. You create a family, you know.
Yeah, and
Well,
you save lives. You save their life, because they
absolutely.
otherwise, if they don't feel that no one cares, they're gonna go. Let me just do drugs. So no one cares if I do drugs. Let me just be a game banger, because these are gonna be my friends. They're gonna be the people that I relate to.
There it
So
is.
without that, oh, that's a special clip. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, that's the event we did for the Special Olympics, and it was a beautiful carpet, and the kids just love getting on the carpet there. And I had some,
Exactly.
one of my friends came down, Greg Rass. You remember the movie with Tom Cruise, Top Gun?
Of course.
Okay, well, my friend Greg was actually not only a flight person at there, he was the instructor at the Top Gun school. He was there too. We had a lot of interesting people come down, a lot of good friends.
So Lejon, speaking of this topic, I'm going to show you something really cool that eZWay Network does on how we connect people. So on this topic of getting kids not to do drugs, and helping the youth and so on and so forth, and I want to make sure that again, if you have a profile in our network, you'll be able to connect with each other's profiles. That's the whole point. So we actually have a member. Robert and Taniki Graham, they have a nonprofit called Saying No to Drugs is Cool. And you definitely need to link with them. I'll make sure I get you guys connected, but you can go to their profile, or really go to any of the members' profiles, and anybody that you guys want to connect with, or you want to connect with Lejon, or if you guys want to connect with Lejon once he gets on here, you can go to anybody's profile. So let's say you want to connect with Matt and whatever, then you can go to you can connect with them. You can do an appointment. You can buy their stuff. You can donate to their organizations, the blog, go to their press releases and their updates if they have an event coming up, or you can review them. And as you get reviews, it'll actually rank you more on Google, therefore help you get jobs. And the biggest thing is we have a lot of high profile members in the industry. So they will typically go to these profiles, and we've had people literally get jobs, get investments, get things booked. We've had things, people get investments for their events, you get sponsors for their podcasts. all through that system, all through that situation. So you got to get on your technology game, brother, and we got to get you in that app.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
We'll get
I
you to be
get
a tech
better
guy.
every day. And in fact, I want to say, I don't even know if you guys, I'm sure you guys, well, Club Live was one of the organizations when I was teaching middle school. Do you know if Club Live still exists?
Club
Have you
Live.
Wow.
guys ever heard? Yeah, it's called
No.
Club Live, and Club Live was for middle school kids. That it was, like I said, it was cool to not do drugs. Let's let them know that no, the dumb kids are doing drugs. The smart, cool kids are staying sober and are doing their homework and are playing sports and being involved in the community in a positive way. So that's what Club Live represented. Again, so I taught back in I taught from 1990 to 1997. So basically, in the 90s, Club Live was big for the schools. I don't know if it still exists. Hopefully, something like that exists for the kids today because they need a positive outlet. Otherwise, what are their choices?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You got to
Yeah.
reach out. If you don't reach
So-
out, they sip. You
So
know?
Lejon, do you do more mentorships for children's programs and things like that? Do you lend your time and your
Oh, yeah.
likeness to that type of stuff? Because we have Better Vision for Children, as you know, but I think a lot of the organizations inside of the network would love. And there's a couple of people that are actually texting me. Unfortunately, they can't comment on the screen because they're not in the place on social media. They're watching on Roku. But people are watching on Roku and Amazon right now, and they're messaging me saying, "I want to reach out to this guy. I want to get connected to him." So that was one of the questions: is do you do spokes work? Do you support nonprofits? Do you get involved with children's nonprofits or teen causes?
Of course. Number one, I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity, and we were founded in 1911. Again, going back to the time in our heritage where black men weren't allowed to join any white fraternities, so we created our own. So in 1911 at Indiana University, Kappa Alpha Psi was founded. I pledged Kappa Alpha Psi in 1979. I was the polemarch, which is equivalent to a president of the UCLA chapter, again, back in 1979. So with Kappa Alpha Psi, we do a lot of outreach with kids in South Central. I'm also a member of Book Pals to Screen Actors Guild. And Screen Actors Guild, Book Pals, we go to fifth grade classes and we read to these children. And we read books to them, come to their class. And then I make an assignment for the kids to read certain books. And when they read, when they get done with their book, and I have them fill out paperwork that answers some questions about the book to make sure they read it and not just say that they read it. And then I give them an autographed picture of myself and Johnny Depp. And
So cool. Oh,
the
wow.
motivation is so great. Yeah.
Kudos to you, man.
We have a lady in our group that she has books for children. We'll get together, and also the people you're communicating with kids in certain programs or kids in need. If you have anyone that may want to get together, if they get like 10, 20, 100 kids together, we can do free eye testing for them.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Yeah. And the mentoring. We're planning on putting it together where we go to maybe Lamont Park or something, and we do screening, but we also have, some mentors like you there, and we can have a barbecue and have a day of it,
Yeah.
And you said Lamont Park?
We're
You
planning on something there. We just did Honor Thy Father situation there a few weeks ago. But whatever the location, Eric did a beautiful toy drive in an area in LA that was in need, and it was just a gorgeous toy drive. A lot of toys.
In honor of what my dad's talking about, it's called Better Vision for Children, guys. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break and show you the Better Vision for Children commercial. Lejon, pay attention, and we'll talk more about getting you more involved with the Better Vision for Children organization. Thank you to everybody tuned in. Don't forget to press the like button, share, and comment. Hope you're enjoying us on the big screen, watching us on cable and satellite television now, wherever you're watching us for. We appreciate you watching us. We'll be right back.
The Better Vision for Children's Foundation was founded over 35 years ago by Tom Cataldo, a World War II Navy veteran and who eventually lost most of his eyesight due to amblyopia. Amblyopia, also known as lazy eye, is an early childhood condition in which the eye and brain don't work together as they should. Kids often get used to this vision problem and might not mention it to parents. As a result, their amblyopia might not get diagnosed for months or even years. while parents chalk up poor grades or clumsiness to a child not being academically or athletically gifted.
There's a little bit more information on Better Vision for Children, and you know, a lot of comments. I see. I need that, Eric Zilli. Please let me know what you mean by that. I forgot what I said, Marin. And then Robert Graham. This is actually one of the founders of the Saying No to Drugs is Cool. Watching it, it's a great episode. I second that. Great episode. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so glad that you're enjoying the episode here with Lejon. So Lejon, we got him loving you, man. The episode is rocking and rolling. We're gonna push this out. We're gonna do a lot of great stuff together. Are you gonna be joining us on September 14th, which is our first ever in-person eZWay family VIP pitch party? We're calling it Dinner and a Pitch for Purpose. So everybody that comes is supporting the Better Vision for Children purpose that you just saw. It's in Orange County, California. Can you join us?
You know, my heart is definitely there already. You know, I'm there. Of course, with what's going on in my life, of course, scheduling is everything.
Yeah.
And so, if I am free, if I know that I'm not working on that particular day, September 14th, you know I will be there.
Absolutely.
I knew you would be, my friend. I appreciate it. And then we also have the honorary doctor's degree graduation with the Academy of Wellness coming up on September 25th. We have a major summit happening on August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And this is a very major event for all of you guys that are part of the eZWay family. And if you are not involved, you need to get involved. And if you have the app, you just simply click on events from the app, and then it'll take you into all of the events, everything that we do. So Lejon, you can just go to the app or eZWay events. You actually do have an account. I checked on it. We put your profile out to everybody, but this is the National Parents Day coming up on the 26th. Then we have the big summit coming up on August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. You definitely want to get you involved, Lejon, and a lot of major speakers, from the co-founder of Priceline to the owner of the National of the Women's Channel to the CEO of Napoleon Hill Foundation, Don Green, and Deb Drummond, the founder of Secret Knock, Greg Reed, Kate Linder from Young and the Restless. You might recognize a couple people. The chairman is, of the C-Suite Network, David Fagan. Van DeChoso is the CFO of River Rock Films. Like, it's a real big event coming up.
Absolutely.
And you said the 26th. Is that of July?
July 26th. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Great. I'm writing all these dates down. I got August 1st, 2nd, 3rd. I got September 14th. I got the 25th, and now the 26th of July. All right, yeah. I am with you in every way.
And the fact that I didn't know you were a parent. I didn't know you were a dad. I would have submitted you, and I might even still be able to submit you. I'll send you the form. Fill it out. And basically, this is what the Universal Peace Federation. I'm a Universal Peace Federation ambassador. So is my dad. So is Dr. Dante Sears. 180 countries, which works with the United Nations and many other peace unity organizations. And every year they do the National Parents Day with the Pasadena City Hall. And a lot of mayors and a lot of people fly in for this thing. It's a pretty big deal to honor good parents that have good proven families of that on behalf of that parenting. And so,
wow. Eric, I'm also a grandfather of 2.
Oh, congratulations.
Wow, man. You don't even look that old.
Do the years go by fast?
Everybody that's watching right now, all 114 people watching live, say, wow. Everybody just put wow. I just want everybody to go, wow. Because like you don't look more than like.
You got the right guy anyway there.
Well, I mean, I'm very proud. I guess I got, there's 2 things, of course. One's genes and how you take care of those genes as you go along. Absolutely. I think it's a combination of both. So one of my most favorite things to say this year is in 3 more years, I'm going to be 70. 70 years old. And I can still boogie. I can still get that.
Now you guys definitely got to give us some big wows. I need like a water effect of a waterfall. We call it a waterfall effect of wow.
Well, John, let's not push that 70 because that makes me 80. So let's take our time on that.
No,
Let's slow down
I
here.
look at my. I'm gonna tell you this though. I look at my mother. You see on Facebook, my mother is 90 years old and she's still working. She teaches a course. Okay, she works for the city of Carson. She also teaches a course at Cal State University, Dominguez Hills.
So
So I'm
cool.
telling you, I mean, age is not a number in our
Yes, I
family. In our
absolutely agree. Yay, I'm glad you said that because too many people think you become a shuffler by the time you turn 65.
Well,
You got to get up slow, you got to shuffle along. No, I mean, I'm just starting over at
no,
75. No way,
there
Jose.
you
Nope.
go.
Nope.
now you're only as old as you feel. Well, unfortunately, guys, we got to bid you guys adieu. We're at 10 minutes over the show, but I hooked you up, Lejon. This has been such a great show. People have been
Hey,
really
it's been
digging it.
fun.
All of it.
Marin Gunnels, you have a nonprofit. So Marin Gunnels, if you download the app, the eZWay Interactive app, the invite code is eZWay, letter E, letter Z, or the username of the person that referred you to us. You can reach out to us. You can message us. You can post right in our social network what your nonprofit is, and all 10,000 of our members will start seeing it. We'll see what we can do to definitely support you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lejon, last final words in closing on the show. And thank you so much for being a guest, man. You were great.
Absolutely, yes.
Well, I appreciate being here. This is the time that we can get together and and expose what we are doing to help change the world, to improve the world, to help people out, to inspire them that you can do it. You can do it. Don't just sit on your
Hey,
butt. Do it.
yes. It's Lojana. It's like the starfish on the beach, right? I mean, anybody you contact with, it starts. It makes a ripple effect. And I want to get together.
Yeah.
Let's do something with some kids. Wherever you find a group of kids, let's get them tested. Let's get
Well,
them mentored.
I'll make sure to get you guys connected, Dad, for sure. And thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Again, you can subscribe to the show if you're enjoying the show. You'll get notified on whenever we do our episodes. www.rbllive.com. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, 1:00 p.m. Pacific Center Time. You can subscribe to eZWay Family on Instagram, or really anything eZWay Family, and you'll see my show or all of our shows. I have Tommy McLaughlin, who did Jason Lives, Friday the 13th, coming on my show tomorrow, 1:00. And so awesome. Lejon, again, guys, you can follow Lejon, Lejon Pirate on Instagram and on eZWay, eZWay Family on eZWay Interactive, eZWay Wall of Fame. But actually, let me just double check that, because you already had an account. I want to make sure.
Don't worry about the tech stuff. It'll come. We got a lot of people that have little classes and mentoring, because I know where you're coming from. I was the same way. Like, there's so much. But
they're gonna look for you, my man.
Yeah.
And Eric Senior, one more thing we have in common. I'm a cancer survivor just like you.
Oh, cool.
You guys are both cancer. I love it. Well, we'll have to do a cancer survivor celebration or something event. We'll keep it going.
Exactly.
So guys, we put his link in the chat. So make sure you go to his link, click on review, and go review this interview. Let us know what you think. And Lejon, you got to make sure we get you in there, because people are going to definitely want to connect with you. If you guys click on the connect button, it'll take you into Lejon's profile, and then you can add him as a friend. You can message him and you can reach out to him. Thank you so much for joining us, Lejon. You've been awesome, and we'll catch you guys next week. Same eZWay time, same eZWay channel. Make sure that you follow us at eZWay Family, and you subscribe to rbllive.com, and you look up eZWay TV, and you subscribe to eZWay TV. We got a lot of programs coming on: comedy channels, sports channels, movie channels, podcast channels. We got close to 50 something channels and 60 different channel partners coming up with eZWay TV. And it's all happened on the eZWay Interactive app. Thank you so much for
Just go
joining us, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Lejon.
Give us a quick shout out. Really quick. Say, hey, I'm Lejon from Pirates of the Caribbean. And I only do it the easy way. Make sure you stay tuned to eZWayTV. Download the eZWay Interactive app. Like, go nuts. Just tell them to follow eZWay. All right, let me turn this down a little bit. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Go easy.
Okay, let me do what actors are used to. Lejon, you're gonna say, "Hey,
Yes.
I'm Lejon from Pirates of the Caribbean. And I want you to keep following and keep tuned into eZWay Network or eZWayTV or eZWay app. You know, just say download the eZWay Interactive app. I'm Lejon from Pirates of the Caribbean. Download the eZWay Interactive app, and I'll see you there. You got it?
I got it.
All right, 3, 2, and 1, go.
Hey, I'm Lejon. Download the eZWay app. Of course, I'm Lejon from Pirates of the Caribbean, and I say download the eZWay app, and your life will be easy and informed.
All right.
You're watching eZWayTV, powered by eZWayNetwork.com.